You ever notice how your brain doesn't shut down with a dramatic explosion?
It just quietly stops working, like a Wi-Fi router from 2009. One minute you're thinking, I have so much to do. And the next minute you're lying on your bed, scrolling, staring, pretending you're going to start in just 2 minutes.
Except those 2 minutes died 3 hours ago.
And here's the part no one tells you. That isn't laziness.
That's overload.
That's your mind waving a tiny white flag, while you convince yourself you're just not trying hard enough. If only it were about effort.
But effort isn't the problem.
Your mind is.
You see, when you're overwhelmed, your brain doesn't push harder. It does the exact opposite.
It hits a silent emergency mode. Everything feels urgent.
So nothing actually gets done.
It's like being trapped inside your own head while your thoughts run around screaming, "We're out of space! We're out of space!"
And meanwhile, you, on the outside, look calm, still, unproductive.
Maybe even lazy. But inside, the system is melting. And that's the dark little truth you were never supposed to find out. Overwhelm disguises itself as laziness. Think about it.
Deep down, you want to get things done.
You want to move?
You want to feel productive and in control.
But every time you open your to-do list, it feels like staring into a black hole. The tasks multiply like they're trying to fight a war.
And your mind? It just freezes.
A psychological blue screen. And then comes the guilt. The, why am I like this? The, why can everyone else just do things? The, why can't I just get up and start? Because your brain isn't built to handle everything at once. It's built to shut down when the pressure becomes too much. Overthinking plus overwhelm equals to paralysis. But here's the good part.
This mental shutdown?
It has a door. A tiny back door your mind left open.
And if you step through it, everything unclogs. Everything moves again. Everything resets.
I'm going to give you that door. The 5-minute reboot.
And don't worry, this isn't one of those set goals, drink water, be positive, motivational fairy tales.
No. This is psychology.
Simple,
Human.
real, and slightly uncomfortable, because it's going to expose what your mind has been doing behind your back.
The reboot starts with something weirdly small. Uncomfortably small. Annoyingly small. 5 minutes. And you're already rolling your eyes.
5 minutes? Seriously?
Yes.
Because your brain isn't scared of 5 minutes.
Your brain is scared of the whole task. It's scared of the whole storm. The whole weight. The whole expectation. But 5 minutes? That's harmless. That's nothing. That's doable. So here's the trick your brain won't see coming.
You're not starting the task.
You're starting the clock. For 5 minutes, you move.
Not perfectly.
Not aggressively. Not with hero energy.
Just move.
Pick the easiest, smallest, dumbest starting point you can find. Open the tab. Stand up. Fold one shirt. Write one sentence. Wash one dish. Sort one file. Breathe once on purpose. Anything.
Because once you start,
Even if it's microscopic, your brain flips out in a good way.
it wakes up.
It goes,
Oh, we're doing something? Okay, I can do something.
you trick it out of paralysis.
You short-circuit the shutdown.
You open the back door. And here's the mysterious part. Those 5 minutes don't stay 5 minutes. Your brain, once in motion, refuses to stop. It only knows 2 modes, frozen or flowing. And when you shift it into motion, gently, quietly, without announcing it, the flow begins. You start with 5 minutes. You accidentally do 15. Then 30. And at some point, you realize your brain wasn't the enemy.
It was scared.
Overloaded.
Drowning.
You weren't lazy. You were protecting yourself. But let's talk about the darker truth behind this, because it's the part most people skip.
When you've been overloaded for too long, your mind builds a habit of shutdown. A default mode of nope.
And the more you judge yourself, the stronger that habit becomes.
You guilt trip yourself into paralysis.
You punish yourself into stillness.
You bury yourself under expectations so heavy your brain plays dead. But the 5-minute rule? It breaks the pattern.
It teaches your mind something new. That starting isn't dangerous.
That effort doesn't have to hurt.
That productivity can be small, soft, simple.
It trains your nervous system to calm down, to stay awake,
To stay present. To stay in motion.
and the wild part?
You don't need motivation.
You don't need clarity.
You don't even need confidence. You just need 5 minutes. Because the truth is, you're not tired of work.
You're tired of the story you've told yourself about work.
The story that it has to be big, perfect, complete, flawless.
The story that you must become a better version of yourself before you begin.
The story that you're lazy if you can't do everything at once.
That story has been running your life. But today, you write a new one. A tiny one. A 5-minute one. You get up. You start. You break the freeze.
You let movement unjam the gears in your mind.
You let momentum rebuild you. You don't need a full plan. You don't need a dramatic transformation. You don't need to change your personality.
You just need to start the smallest action you can tolerate.
And let it pull you into the present. 5 minutes. That's the deal. No more. No pressure. No perfection.
Just movement.
And if you're listening to this right now, overwhelmed, stuck, scrolling because your brain refuses to cooperate, then take this as your sign. You're not lazy. You're overloaded. And you deserve a reboot. Start with 5 minutes. Just 5. Watch what happens next. Now go, before your brain talks you out of it again. 5 minutes is waiting. And once you start, you might just surprise yourself.